Fell into my her best dress. That's my new song. La da di da di da. What's good, everybody? I know I've been going. I was promising you guys I was gonna get more consistent. I was coming every Thursdays, and then I disappeared. I'm back, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But what I do want to start with today. So Megan announced that she is coming out with her album on November 20th. Good news. What does that mean? What's the good news? But I'm happy for her. But yeah, I know Tory just released that video. Jokes on me. Now I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. But I had to, because everybody was talking about it, and I gotta say that, like, before I was just like, he did it. I don't think he did it on purpose, but he did it. And I'm not saying he didn't do it, but something else happened. And I kind of believe that he cares about her. But obviously, come on. So am I picking up on, you messed with Kelsey before, but Kelsey's mad cool. She's the homie, right? So she didn't really care either way or another. Megan should have just been able to tell her friend that she was messing with you, because her friend wouldn't have really been mad. But I don't know how that works. And you know you played a part. And I did hear you say you played a part. I actually had to listen to his album, guys. And I listened to it more than once. First time I was just like, what is this? Why are you saying this? But you're not really saying anything. And then I saw this Jokes on Me video. And I'm like, okay. I kind of can feel how he's feeling, right? But it's like, there's just a certain way you went about it. Yes, you're going to be upset. Any human being would, right? You say you're a human being, but you can't. It's just an extent that guys can't go to. Like, especially in the public, Tory. Like, but, I mean, you know, I don't really care what the story is. Now, I'm not going to sit there and really make up no outlandish story about nobody, but if I don't want people to know what's going on because it's not their business, I'm definitely not going to put myself in a position to look like I'm doing anything wrong. I don't think anybody would. So nothing that Megan did was incorrect in my opinion. The fact that she went on live and said Tory shot me, unless somebody is just pure evil, like, why would you do that? And then Tory saying she doesn't really know what happened. Okay, so let's just say they were drunk or whatever else, and it got heated, right? Because he's flirting with Cardi because he's feeling Megan, but Megan's acting like it's nothing when they out in public. She probably talking to other people. So, you know, guys' egos get bruised. And he's trying to just show, like, he can get Cardi's attention, which totally backfired. And he didn't know she was going to get that upset. So whatever happened, I don't know. They keeping us going with this whole mystery, like, clue. But, I can understand maybe how Kelsey feels as far as her friend kind of, what's the right word? Just not showing her how good of a friend or how much she appreciates her. Like, letting her know how good of a friend she's been to her. It's just like she tossed her out, right? And it was probably something Kelsey thought would be best. But when Kelsey went on Twitter to say she did not have a gun, I feel like, my opinion, Megan is like, why are you talking? Like, everybody is getting attacked. Just stay low, be quiet. But you going out and saying that you didn't have a gun is now either putting the gun in his hands or my hands. And I don't think Megan wanted to say anything for real in the beginning. She was trying to protect herself. She was trying to protect her friends, their images, or, you know, her and Tory's image. But it doesn't make sense to me that she would then come out and say that she got shot if it was really glass. So it's just like, all right, there's stories that, you know, her management wanted to spin the story a certain way. Maybe she was drunk and she did it to herself and she doesn't know. I don't know, right? But I feel like no matter how drunk or high you might be, if something goes down, you might not remember that you did something, but shooting yourself and someone shooting you, you would know. And if she is really, I don't know, I just don't feel that people are really that evil to make that up. What I feel like is something happened. I don't know why the gun was out. Obviously something happened, right? But don't know why it was out, but it went off and it wasn't intentional. Like how her first statement said, you know, it was unintentionally to harm her. And I mean, it could be a bitter, scorned woman, but I'm just not sure. But I did listen to the album again, and it is a good album. I'm not even gonna front. I listened on SoundCloud. I don't know. I feel like the picture that's being painted of him is that he's like this crazy, like out of his mind type of person that would do something crazy and heinous like that. And I feel like that's why he's so hurt, because he's like, I would not do that, and that's not what happened. And I'm still sitting back and not saying what's happening just to protect you, in a sense. It's a lot of convolution. You know, they obviously care about each other, but she probably didn't see herself with Tory, but she started liking him. Like, I don't know, but should the whole world know, like, all their business? No. Are they celebrities? Yes. I mean, obviously they're spectacles in a sense, but it's just like, people are human, you know? They are gonna do what humans do. Yeah, I hear my ice maker. I don't know why my refrigerator is knocking, because it wasn't doing that when I first got here. But anyway, but yeah, so Megan's dropping her album. Kelsey came out in a video with Carl Crawford, who, you know, has the label 1501 that Megan is signed to. And it's interesting. What are they about to do? Or is it that who reached out to who? And what type of collaboration are they doing? And what are they trying to push? Because I think that everybody's kind of now using this and just turning it in a way that, or a direction that will catapult their career or revive their career or start their career, right? Oh. Damn, Eric, the phone. Moving on, right? Alright, so listen, y'all. I heard Cardi B had to apologize. She was appropriating the Hindu culture. And alright, so she has this Reebok sneaker that she came out with, and there's an ad, and her arms are going in different directions. And I'm sure everyone has seen this image before, and maybe, you know, a lot of people don't know what it represents, but it represents strength, and it's a goddess, right? So when Cardi apologized, she said, you know, the creative directors, they told me I was going to be depicting a goddess. Obviously she didn't do her research on it, but when I did my research, you know, I didn't do any extensive research. I don't feel like her doing that is disrespectful, but maybe you know, that can enlighten me. I'm just like, yeah, I really think Cardi makes every decision. And yes, people make up their mind whether they want to do something or not, but it's creative. Like, I don't know. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. It is what it is. But I know that sneaker gonna sell out. Y'all already know. Anything Cardi do, people gonna follow, regardless, right? But anyway, let me get to this YouTube. I don't even want to call it this word, but these YouTube entanglements. Entanglements. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff that I miss being away. Maybe I'll go like do a recap of the year 2020, like at the end of the year. Well, I'll slightly like throwing some stuff here and there because it's a lot of stuff. Obviously, we got the Rona going on now, which is a whole nother story, which is partly why I'm just coming back now. Amongst things that happened prior to that, there's a lot that has gone on these last couple of months, but I had to get back to you guys, and I said I was gonna be back, so I'm gonna get my feet back in these waters, and I'm gonna make it happen. But anyway, I don't know how many of you guys follow the Armon Wiggins show, Sean Debut. I'm pretty sure if you watch, you know who Tasha K and Storm Monroe are. And you definitely heard of Jaguar Wright at this point. And a lot of people were like, who's Jaguar now? As soon as I looked up her name and I saw that she was on the song with the Roots. Here's what you want, babe. Here's what you need, babe. We got give you more of what you're looking for. That was my song. Alright? Best Man soundtrack. Okay? Yes. I was like, oh, okay. Yes. Armon was finally vindicated. He definitely is the reason why Jaguar was trending. I was trying to say her last name and trending at the same time. But yes, she was on other platforms, but it wasn't getting the attention that it got once Armon started talking about her. And it was in response to something she said about SZA. And I love Armon. He is hilarious. I mean, I don't know. If you believe Jaguar, if you don't. I feel like she mixes some truths with some things she knows. You know, you just know the game and you know how things go. Or like, you know, you've been there, done that kind of thing, but you don't really know for sure, right? But you're speculating, but then you throw in a little extra. Like, that's what she gives. But basically Armon was kind of just talking about how he didn't like what Jaguar did, and you could look up what happened with SZA. I'm not even gonna repeat it, but when I tell you Armon can read somebody, and he is so funny with it, it's crazy. But anyway, so she in her house or wherever she at, Airbnb, with her camera phone, and wow, I can't even really talk because this is my phone here, but you know what I'm saying, right? She got her phone, but she's watching the screen. So obviously she has either her laptop or she has a smart TV, so she can actually see YouTube on her television, and she's watching Armon, and she's like calling him all kinds of names, just like it was over the top, right? And I don't think what he said was so crazy that she should have came at him that way, but then maybe that's her game, right? And how she's playing the game along with everybody else that's really playing the game, Tasha K. And I mean in like all corners, because I mean, yes, you can have your eye out in the corners, but you don't have to do everything. You don't have to do or be evil. Malicious. Just, I'm trying not to say certain words, but it's like she really like went low. But you know, he said what he had to say, and this whole situation just came to a head recently. So again, like I said, if you follow Armon Wiggins, you follow Sade Way, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, go follow them and get in on it. So anyway, people who do know the history, Tasha K is somebody that a lot of people maybe reached out to, or maybe she reached out to for mentorship, or she maybe said she saw something in this person and she wants to help them with their career and how to, you know, help them make it on YouTube, right? Certain people are willing to go with, all right, so you have to do this, and this. And certain people are like, girl, no. All right, I'm gonna just figure it out on my own. Right? So that was the case with Armon and Tasha K. And Tasha K had situations with other YouTubers. I don't even know if I should even mention it and bring it up. If you know, you know, right? So one of the people that she was mentoring recently, well, most recently, is Storm Monroe. And I'm not gonna lie, I've watched a couple of his YouTube videos, and you know, everybody has their own style, but I didn't know some of the information about how he was being used against Armon through Tasha K. And it's just sad. Like, I'm not even going, like I said, go to Armon Wiggins and Sean David Wade channel for the tea. But anyway, so Jaguar got on this live with some guy, Manila, whatever his name is, right? I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. So she was talking about how Armon is why her name is trending. Basically saying Tasha K is the one who set up everything because Armon asked Jaguar to come on his show, so she wanted to be talking about him. And apparently Tasha K reached out and was like, no, Armon is, he's not giving Storm a break, or Storm needs a break. Armon is bullying him, or maybe not just Armon, whatever the story was, right? And honestly, from what I know of the situation, Storm did some foul things to Armon when he didn't even know Armon, and Armon wasn't bullying anyone. He was just saying, don't say anything, because you already know where it's going to go. And other people are like, oh, don't do that. Why are you always talking about this person? And it's like, if you watch Armon Wiggins, always, that's a no. But anyway, so she was on this guy's show, and she admitted all these things. So, first of all, congratulations, Armon, on your 100K. So happy for you. But Tasha K Tasha K had it where people were like looking to see who was going to make it to the 100K first. Was it going to be Armon? Was it going to be Storm, right? And she was bet on Storm, and she was going to do whatever she could do to make sure that that happens, right? And so she apparently set this up so that Jaguar could go on Storm's show. So Storm did this really long interview with Jaguar that went viral. It got over 1 million views. And she was talking about all kinds of stuff, all kinds of people. So yeah, right? So that catapulted Storm to get above the 100K before Armon. But it's like, okay, you can get there. Are you going to keep them engaged, right? It's different. It just is. Armon has been on Jason Lee twice now, which is amazing. And every time Armon's on there, Jason Lee's views go up. Okay, the live viewers go up. Bells and bombs everywhere. Like he said, he has influence. It's a difference. Sorry, and people always like to pit people against each other. So I guess that's just a part of the game. But it's just crazy. And if you don't know, Jaguar also went on Tasha K's channel, and Tasha K kind of, it just looked like she was just trying to tear this lady apart, right? So she was trying to play the other side of Storm, who was basically kind of just letting her say what she wanted to say, just agree and let her speak and whatever. People want to hear the salacious stories or whatever, right? People getting grilled, even though they might talk about this person, they don't want to really see somebody else saying it like that, because the way Tasha was doing it it's such a, like, you know, I don't even know. If you want to go watch it, you watch it. But basically, Jaguar comes into Sean Davy Way's live the other night. It wasn't even a night, it was a day. I had turned it on, I remember, right? But I work from home, right? And there was just a point in the video where I had to just mute it because I had to work, right? So missed the whole, I want to say last maybe 50 minutes of it because I was working. So when I finally watched it, I was like, you're lying. When I tell you Sean was going in on this lady, like he was really about to fight her in the street. Yo, Sean Davy Way is hilarious, right? But I got his drift, right? So basically she was saying that it was all set up, you know, and everyone's going to be able to get views, and this is, you know, why she goes on this one's show and that one's show and whatever. But y'all need to go watch that. Sean Davy Way. Just put in Jaguar Wright. Yes, I love y'all. Watch y'all all the time. Yeah, I've been watching YouTube a lot now that, you know, we in the Rona times, right? So a lot of the TV shows that would have been on are not on. I cannot wait till December. Power Book 2 is coming back. Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back. I know I left y'all back in episode 6 of the last season, so maybe I'll do like a recap of the rest of the Atlanta Housewives before that comes on, and all the drama surrounding that, and Bravo and Andy and Nene and whatever. Power Book 2. So y'all know Ghost is dead, right? So now they have Power Book 2. Tariq is out of school, and you know, he got his things going on where he has to basically do what his father was doing. He's trying to get Tasha out of jail. And I kind of like it. At first I was like, but I can't wait for that to come back. And I'm really looking forward to things going back the way they were. I need to get out. Like, this is the first time that I got done up in like a minute. Okay, I didn't even go out for my birthday. All right, this year, like literally Rona started like seriously a couple days before my birthday, and it was just like over. And it's just been, you know, in the house. I try to get out here and there, but I ain't trying to be around too many people, and I'm not trying to be in no tiki outside of the restaurant. Like, that's just not for me. I'm gonna wait for y'all again to go outside first, and then I'll see about maybe going out. But I really wish we could get back to the clubs. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Maybe we have a lot more rooftop like things, and I guess capacity would be low, but that's kind of good. I don't like a packed club anyway. I just thought about that. Toot That Song by Erica Banks. Ride on it. Don't get tired on it. You would. Hey. That's what I'm listening to now is Sweetie, Back to the Streets, and Erica Banks, Toot That. I haven't been hyped for music in a while, so get me in a good ass mood and whatnot. Ladies doing it. Also, so I binge watch P Valley. I really like it. I really like P Valley. If y'all didn't watch it, get stars. Y'all could get stars. Yeah, get stars next month, right? So you could watch Power Book 2, and then you just binge watch P Valley. Hopefully they still have it on demand. You know, they be getting hip to the game now. So now y'all gotta P Valley. I don't even want to say too much about it for those who haven't seen it, but it's really good show. Y'all would enjoy it, honestly. And a show that I really love, Big Brother, came on this season. I was so happy they were able to do the season, even though we had the corona, but basically they had to be tested and they had to quarantine before they went, and it was amazing. And Cody won. He was previously on Big Brother and he lost to a really good player, and it was his buddy, and it was about loyalty, and sometimes you have to choose yourself, right? And so this time he chose himself as much as he could, and he won. But what I really loved is Davon. Davon is the first black woman to win fan favorite on Big Brother. Now, I don't even know how many people know this about me, and I mean like the people who actually know me. I actually have gone to 3 casting calls for Big Brother over the last few years, and I really want to be on that show. Like, I'm dead serious. I need to be on Big Brother, but it's amazing to see like a black woman that's similar to me as far as just how sometimes we can be viewed, right? And that was her fourth? No, her 3rd time on Big Brother. It was Janelle's 4th time. If y'all didn't see this season and y'all like binge watch people, y'all need to get well, I guess if you have I don't know if CBS on demand have all the episodes, because basically it comes on like, or it came on every 3 days for like a couple of weeks. So like if you're a binge watcher, binge watch that season. It was a really great season. Her Bailey and David and Kevin. But yeah, that was a great season. Love Big Brother, and hopefully I'll get on there. I gotta start working out. And for those again who know me, do you see? Y'all not used to seeing me like this. Quarantine is doing a body good though, right? It's doing this body good for sure. But most importantly, yay, Kamala Harris is the first African American, or I should stick with black, right? I was saying black. And I don't really like to say the colors, but African American vice president who is a female. Y'all already know. You know, it's the female movement. You know, it's about time. But yeah, so congratulations to Joe Biden. He is he will be our president, because we still have to do it, you know, 45 for a couple more weeks. But I'm so excited, and I hope that Georgia goes and does what they need to do, because guys, House of Representatives, everybody in the Senate is more important than the actual like president, right? Because they're the ones who can pass bills. Just like y'all waiting for your second stimulus and it ain't come because they're going back and forth again, like, well, the Democrats and the Republicans. Yeah, the people that you are overlooking worried about the president. So I'm very happy that a lot of you went out and vote, record breaking. And I look forward to what life brings in the future. Because, I mean, we all want this COVID thing to be over, but I'm in New York City. You already know the numbers are surging up again, and listen, I don't know. We just gonna have to create new ways to interact, have fun, keep ourselves entertained, and you know, you still get out, do what you gotta do, but some of the stuff that we're used to doing that we enjoy, we need to kind of like figure it out, because if we keep just wanting to be out, it's gonna always surge back up. And they already said it was gonna do that. Didn't they say it was gonna surge back up in November? Listen, the weather, then people have their theories that it's not real. I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't play that, and I'm good with being by myself, honestly, because I'm an only child and I'm used to entertaining myself. But nah, I didn't want to get back out. You know, I need to get in the gym a little bit, you know, tone this body up. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Because first of all, I was supposed to do this by midnight Eastern, and I want to upload this by midnight Pacific. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.